first match on stream. Cloud versus Rosalina is an interesting matchup. You know, we usually think that Cloud definitely has an advantage in neutral, because with the huge sword, he can like hit Luma and Rosa at the same time. Oh, okay.
I agree with this choice. Not saying that Rosalina can't do it, but it's a very, very bad matchup for Rosa. Like, Cloud can kill Luma incredibly quickly. He can pretty much be in Rosalina's face after that without no issue.
Yeah, as long as Cloud controls the stage and doesn't get knocked off, it is completely in his favor.
And he outranges Rosalina's, like, those, I would say, circles from the up tilt, down tilt, things like that. He can just go through them. And it'll make it, like, it's Rosalina's hardest matchup for a reason, right?
Now, on the other hand, this is also a bit of a volatile matchup, but it's a lot more doable because a lot of Donkey Kong's limbs basically work like swords. They're huge and they have some iframes on them as well. So he can contest Cloud in most scenarios, get those crazy pivot grabs, and while Cloud struggles to keep DK out in some situations, DK just has to get those grabs to take the stock.
And look at the pressure Mikey's been able to maintain. Like, Cloud hasn't been able to land, and that's not something you hear every day. Cloud has, like, that down air that just allows him to just get back into the stage a lot of times, like, super easily, right? And those air dodges, of course, the tool that every character has. But now it's going to be difficult for Mikey, because he's got to be careful about that limit.
Yeah, one of DK's weaknesses is not being able to get that ding-donging time, because then he starts having to look for a stray hit to get the KO. Unfortunately, okay. His back throw, of course, is very strong, and that's going to do it. But that was what Mikey was struggling with during that last minute or so of the match. He did get a huge lead, but after missing the ding-dong percent, wow, that was a lot of damage.
Mikey, calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go into everything else.
If DK misses the ding-dong, then he has to get a single hit to KO, and that can be a struggle. There, though, it was the perfect mix of rage and percentage on Cloud for Donkey Kong to get it.
Mikey basically running away with that game.
Yeah.
And another thing I wanted to mention was KitKat has been using the neutral B after limit. That's not something you see Cloud players do. Like, they basically never use that move. So it's interesting.
It's a very rare mix-up option. It's a very rare mix-up option, but KitKat has used it so much to the point where it's not a mix-up anymore. And, you know, you're just going to try to shield it and punish him for it because it's a lot more punishable than cross slash. Not a good decision for sure.
Right, and I mean, he's blowing his limit. And in the last set he played, the problem has been that he used the limit and then no jump. Because they cut the jump, so now he couldn't recover. I want to see if it starts, you know, noticing that's been an issue and fixes it coming into the next match. Because, you know, this is losers for him. He loses, he goes home. And Mikey, on the other hand, if he can keep up the pressure he's been doing right now, I don't think KitKat can do anything about it.
KitKat actually also has a very good Donkey Kong, so I wouldn't put it past him to go for the Ditto. It would certainly be odd to see. Yeah, he's gonna stick with Cloud because he's been playing Cloud so far, but he has used his Donkey Kong in tournament before. So he could have, you know, opted to go for the Ditto if he was feeling too insecure with his Cloud.
So we'll see what happens here. He's going for Final Destination. I want to actually ask why, because platforms actually benefit Cloud a lot. Like like the same thing he was doing here. The up air is making it difficult for Donkey Kong to land, but the platforms even make it more deadly to be on the receiving end, because Cloud can just land faster on the platform and keep doing those up airs.
And it makes it easier for Cloud to avoid getting grabbed
as well.
So I feel you're totally right. I don't really agree with this stage pick, but maybe KitKat is just, you know, used to playing an FD. Maybe he feels he can control the neutral more, but objectively, it is not a good decision.
Right, if you're looking at it on paper, right? But the game still has been relatively close. And that limit's going to do it. I was going to say he has had stage control for most of the part of this set, I would say. That's the stock. I mean, evening it out. You know, Mikey has been able to stay in. Maybe he's trying to limit Donkey Kong's approaches options, I would say.
Yeah.
What do you think about this, bro?
I agree with the fact that basically the only advantage I see to the stage pick is limiting Donkey Kong's approach. So far, very even. And I like that he took the first stock with cross slash instead of trying to go for the neutral B, because it's definitely a more aggressive option, kills earlier, and it definitely worked in that scenario. Right now, though, stopped Donkey Kong from landing.
Oh, I know what he did. I think he didn't have his jump, but he went for the forward air.
Okay.
Because I don't know if he knew that he was going to use cross slash. He's like, okay, you're going out, I'm going to use forward air and contest it. Even if I die, this is a risk I'm willing to take. That reminds me of a set in Austin. There was a Mario player against a Luigi. Grandi, pretty much, was his tag, the Luigi player. And the Mario, he didn't have his jump, but he saw Luigi going low in order to get the gimp. Because, you know, still up B could have got it there, but anything else wouldn't. So he went for the... Mario basically just, okay, fireball. Because if the fireball connects, it combos into the forward air.
Right.
So that was the high risk, high reward. Again, going back into the situation. That's what Mikey was probably looking for here too. I don't think it would have traded with the cross slash.
Okay.
I think the cross slash would have beaten it out.
But it might have hit under the cross slash. You never know, since DK raises his arms.
They would have had to hit behind.
True.
Because I think the hitbox extends. Like the whole thing is the hitbox.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. I gotta go back into see it, but I don't think it would have traded. Of course, if it would have, then the set would be over.
Instead, we have a 1-1 situation with Mikey going to Lilat. Very odd choice as far as the DK player goes, right? Because I don't think Lilat's platforms are ones that you're going to be able to extend to very often because of the way the stage is constantly moving. And Cloud is going to be able to wait on the platform. It's kind of what we said last game, where Cloud is going to be able to stop your approach more effectively and not get grabbed as easily. So I don't think it's a stage pick that favors Donkey Kong at all. It might just favor Cloud instead.
It's been giving KitKat tags. It's been giving KitKat more room to basically keep on the pressure.
And juggle, as we just saw.
I saw Mikey staying more grounded and using up tilts and things because they go through the platforms. So that's probably what he was looking for, but it hasn't been working out.
And we just saw the huge sword with punish, Mikey's grab. Cloud is able to do retreating back air and just clip the head of the tall characters, which is what happened right there, and it unfortunately was enough to take Mikey out.
So we saw the adaptation. As we're seeing KitKat from that first game to now, I haven't seen any of those neutral B limit usages, and just trying to maintain it for as long as possible. Very
nice mix-up with the jab to grab. People turn to shield thinking that you're going to keep hitting their shield and you just grab them instead. Up to that point, though, we saw that Mikey was fishing for the grab a little too hard and he was getting punished for it. But he did get it in that last mix-up nonetheless. Still very nice lead for KitKat. Just has to get a nice strong hit in, perhaps a cross slash once he gets limit, and that'll be the set for him.
Yeah, see, now he's playing the spacing game or the you have to come to me.
Yeah.
Right? Because he doesn't have barely any percent on him, so he can just wait it out as much as possible. And again, no very hard commits from KitKat, so it's been pretty much a reactionary choice here.
With the bagger.
Oh man.
Wake up jab, interesting. He expected Mikey to not be able to react fast enough with the grab. And
there's the mix-up.
Yeah, the neutral B finally paid off instead of him being punished for it. Finally paid off and took the set right there. Despite Mikey dominating the first game, very nice adaptation by KitKat. He got the spacing down, he got the baits down, he got the punishes down. and that was enough to take care of the big ape.
The big ape.